No.
All right, everybody. Swordfish and Ozym are back. Shadowy Friends, episode 8. In episode 7, we did Bee Queen. I have many thoughts on that fight now. We also did Feast Clops 2 or 3 times, maybe? Some number of times. There was some dying on both our parts, because we were trying to do Feast Clops around the reed trap and, just in general not being super good at our jobs. It is winter. There are 11 days left. I think I killed a tusk on the first day of winter. And the reason I think that is because I summoned it. Maybe it was not... maybe it wasn't the very, very, very first day of winter, but I think it was early-ish, at least. So I might go back and do another tusk. One thing I'm noticing is my lantern is at 0 here, probably because there was some dying. My inventory is all messed up, probably because there was some dying. Is that wax paper? It is wax paper. That's interesting. Is it my wax paper? Let's see what all I got here. Spider hats. Haha. That's funny. I picked up a bunch of spider hats while I was going through our kill zone. This is just a stack of spider hats. What craziness. Okay, so there's many things we want to do during winter. We want to do stuff like, I think, Feast Clops farming. We want to do... Or Swordfish, are you in the game? Where are you? What are you up to?
I am gone.
You're gone?
I am still by the swamp.
Still by the swamp, okay. But you are playing the game.
Yeah.
All right, so let's think. I've got a watch that takes us somewhere near Bee Queen and Dragonfly. I've got a watch that takes us somewhere near the Oasis. And then the tusk is... Where is that tusk? I feel like this whole world is turned around. I think the tusk is over here, which actually means the Bee Queen Dragonfly would be pretty good for me. Yeah, because there's the Moonstone. Okay, so if I go to the Bee Queen Dragonfly teleport point with this watch, then I can just pop right in there and hit that tusk in the morning. Yeah? Wait, which way? That way? Yeah, that way. Hi, Chester. We got Shadow Chester back.
Nice. Yeah,
Chester has had a rough game of it.
For being honest.
Like, if we're being honest, Chester has had a rough time. It hasn't always been the easiest.
Hashtag Chester support in the chat.
Yeah, Chester needs like his own personal support group or something. Okay, we got the tusk here. The hounds are somehow kind of trapped behind the... Oh, there they are. Okay. All right, he hit me a few times. Oh, hit me a bunch of times with his blow dart. But now he will get his comeuppance. He's wandering through the 3-tier spider. That's great. That's great, you jerk.
All right.
Don't get killed by spiders, Tusk. Oh, he's still shooting me? Okay, you die. Ooh, a Tusk! Nice. Okay, these spiders are going to have to go. All right, that's some good... That's a good result there. Tusk killed on day, what? Day 96. Tusk killed on day 96. Feel good about that. Cannot do anything with this. There is a cave entrance near here, and I think it might have had some decent light bulbs. So let me go find that and pop down there. Yeah, right over there. But I won't abandon Chester. I will come back for him. Okay, Chester, you stay here. Two 3-tiers right near the cave entrance. Swordfish, you are awfully quiet over there. You want to give everybody a clue where you are and what you're working on?
I am by the reed trap, finishing up clearing it.
You're by the reed trap finishing up what now?
Finishing up clearing the reed trap.
I'm
finishing up clearing the reed trap.
Thank you.
It's not loud for you, but it might be for them.
You need to enunciate so that we can understand you. You're in the swamp, finishing up clearing the reed trap with your shadow minions.
Of course.
Because it turns out that they're actually quite good at tentacles.
They're great.
Which is that's a good finding. That's useful for us to know. If we had known that earlier,
I got a Winter's Feast chest.
As an in-game gift? Wow.
Yeah, but like I can't open it.
Yeah, you can't unwrap it till you log out, but that's a pretty good in-game. I didn't know you could get chests in-game, but I guess it makes sense. You can get whatever. Okay, so the other thing we wanted to do was
could you put some food?
I cannot, in fact.
Where are you?
I'm in the caves. When I go up, I could put 1 uncooked meat into Chester, because I have 1 uncooked meat. Would you like me to do that for you?
Yes.
Okay, I will be right upstairs in just 1 second. I was going to say I should hop over to the deciduous biome and look for those no-eyed deer. Hopefully they're there. Because we want antlers. We want to consider a claws fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanted some food. Okay, here is an uncooked meat. Nope, can't put it in there because you've filled up with poop. Why do you want
I need that. Poop? Save that poop. Do not use that poop. That is not for farming. That is for a project.
I'm putting it right next to your chest.
It's
so gross.
It's for
and 4 tentacle spikes?
Yeah. That's my armory.
Okay.
Or at least
you're just, you're filling up you're filling everything up here.
Who cares?
Well, I mean,
but
we might care to the extent that it doesn't give us room to work with, right?
Sure.
I have to reorient myself to where everything is. 2 tusks, that's riches. And actually, I should just take those right now. And and tell me again what I need for clockmaker's tools. No, timepieces. Yeah, okay, good. Whoops. think I got them stashed in here. Yes. Yes, I do. And 1, 2. Okay, and now...
I need more food.
1, 2.
If you're at home.
Oh, wait, hang on. You what? What do you need?
Food.
You'll have to wait a sec, but okay. Wow, I've really worked down the thulicite fragments. I'm going to have to go shopping for more.
16 hunger, so.
Okay, you're fine.
14.
I'll cook you a meaty stew.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll cook you 2 meaty stews. And I will also make 1 for myself. Heck, I'll make 2 for myself. All right, there's 1 in there for you. 2 in there for you. Okay. All right. I have way too much crap. Look at all this stuff I'm carrying around. What is the point of carrying all this junk around? Let's divest a little, shall we? All right. Create just a little bit of breathing space. Definitely don't need silk.
Oh my god, when I expect living logs, I say I like the noise they make when you burn them.
That's creepy. I don't think I need the hat because I got the tam. Don't think I need the torch because I could always make another one. Probably don't need the pan flute right now because I'm not going to use it for anything, but it's also not hurting. Okay, so I want to jump up to the deciduous, which is right over there. Hit that wormhole. Just pop right through. We are looking for... Ooh. Uh-oh. Rotting crops. Sorry. Just got to pop off and get some of these. Save some of the asparagus. We'll let this stuff maybe replant itself. Okay. All right. Now, back on mission. Got to find some antlers.
Is it?
You're muttering to yourself, and nobody can understand what you're trying to get at.
Hold on. I'm just making sure. Yes, it looks as if the reed trap is completely cleared.
Woo! Cleared reed trap. Bring those reeds home, baby. Bring them home. We need those. All right, I'm in Pig King, as you call it, the deciduous biome. I am looking for the no-eyed deer. I am looking for... I guess I'm looking for the loot stash, too. I still can't believe you skinned every single pig house. I think that's hilarious.
It's nice.
It is a work of majestic art. You outdid yourself. So here I am walking through this, reasonably large Pig King biome, deciduous biome, and thinking to myself, man, this is faster when you're riding a tame beefalo. Just Exo put out a poll.
We might be missing some because you might have taken some earlier, but 49 reeds.
I don't think I took any from the reed trap specifically. That would have been dangerous.
Well, when you died, I had to pick a few.
Well, a Feastclops knocked a few down, so maybe. Anyway, I was saying Just Exo put out a poll today that I noticed where he was asking, do you ever tame a beefalo? And of course, the responses ranged from people who said, I never tame a beefalo for one reason or another, to people who said, I always tame a beefalo. And
you were like, oh my god, I'm on one far side.
I am definitely a beefalo tamer, although it does depend on your character. I mean, with Wanda,
you probably don't. You don't want.
Well, with Wanda, you don't want to fight on the beefalo because you do
like 90
so much more damage. I mean, an ornery beefalo with a regular or a Glossomer saddle does 50 damage, or maybe 51, something like that. I think it's 50.
Yeah, it's 50.
Wanda with the watch in middle age does like 98.
98, and then like 100.
Like 140 or something when she's elderly. But on the other hand, the beefalo is a tank. So, you've got a 1,000 hit point suit of armor that moves really fast. But what I was specifically referring to here was the moving really fast. Like, it's taking me forever to walk this biome. And when this biome does not have either the no-eye deer or the loot stash, which is looking basically like what's going on, then I'm going to have to walk a whole other biome.
Can my guys pick up grass?
Yeah. Do you mean reeds?
No, can they pick reeds or grass? Like grass.
Of course they can pick grass, right?
I don't know.
All right, let's warm up the thermal. I'm sure they can pick grass. If they can pick berry bushes, they can pick grass. Anything else would be absurd.
They can pick juicy berry bushes. It counts as like hitting the berry.
You know what I'm going to do here? Let me just look at the map real quick to make sure I didn't walk right past it somewhere. But no, I do not see a loot stash anywhere.
Should I check?
Well, I mean, you can do what you want, but it's, I feel pretty good about it not being there.
I will check to make sure.
Okay,
unless you didn't walk
sure.
by it. I agree.
And I think I did walk the biome carefully.
Then the other biome.
The other thing is I am starting to...
The other biome still has places you haven't explored.
I have not gone in the mosaic biome at all. So, just keep up.
Okay.
Pay attention. We're one biome at a time, dude.
Okay.
I was about to say, if I had moggles, I'd probably go walk the other biome soon.
My moggles are at 11%.
You should go downstairs and get yourself some help here.
And my Myers helmet is at
I'm going to start forgetting what these are all for, but this is the one home. This is Bee Queen. This is, or Oasis. This is, maybe this is the one that's closer to the reed trap. This is the one that's Bee Queen and Dragonfly. This is home. These two have not been set. I need one of these for the ruins for sure. And then I can think about where the other one should be. And I can make more once I have more thulecite fragments. I could make one more with the current amount of fragments. You know what I was thinking the other day, Swordfish? I was thinking that in one of their near-term updates like 2023, Klei absolutely needs to do something with the sealed portal that is in the ancient archive. Because as things stand now, tell me if you agree with this, but it seems to me that once you have done the Orchestrina puzzle, for most players in most games, there is no reason to go back to the archive at all. Ever.
Well, you can...
Which means... If you accept that premise, that
you can make a base down there, and you can also
Sure, you could.
You can get thulecite fragments.
Well, yes, you can, and you can get rocks and thulecite. There are materials you can get, and once you have the thing, you can do the collected dust and make the ambrosia and get more fragments. Yes. All of that is true. There are reasons you could choose to go back down there. But I submit that that's super rare. And my guess is that once people do the puzzle, most of them never go back there, even in long-term worlds. And if that's true, then that war between the Gestalts and the shadows with the ramparts and everything basically is meaningless to the game, because the only time it's going to affect you is when you're running through it on your first time, leaving the archive after you've done the puzzle.
Or if you're back in there for the light bugs.
Again, there are real edge cases where somebody might go back in, for sure. I am not disputing that at all. I just think that in most games, and I'm not talking about boss rushes or anything, I'm just saying in most games, I think that once people have done the puzzle, they never go back to the archive, probably not even much to the Lunar Grotto. And that, I think, is probably a shame, because there's something about that content that wants to be dealt with, wants to be having to run around. It's kind of like a challenge biome at that point, but you don't have to go to it for anything. So it seems to me that if they put in some kind of post-Celestial Champion endgame Charlie type content that involves the sealed portal that is in the archive, well, that would give everybody a reason to go back, and that would be potentially a good thing, for gameplay. God, this biome is freaking huge.
Both of them are way too big.
This is really pissing me off. I have not seen... Hey, NK, how you doing? What are you up to tonight? Did you just hear my rant about the... or did you come in after my rant about the archive after? I was okay, so let me do the quickie version again just to see what you think of this. I was presenting Swordfish with the contention that in a future update, maybe coming in 2023, Klei really needs to do something with the sealed portal in the ancient archive. And my reason for thinking they need to do it is that I think that for most players in most games, once they have gone through the archive puzzle, they simply have no reason to ever go back to the Lunar Grotto or the archive, which means that all of that content with the Gestalts fighting the shadows and the ramparts, most players are just going to run through that one time on their way out of the archive after doing the puzzles, and it's not really a part of the game. But if there was a reason to go back to the archive for some kind of end game content with that sealed portal down there, then it would force players to have to deal with that new kind of challenge biome, and that would be a positive. So anyway, that's my contention. I don't know. Does that strike you as having something to it, or just random mutterings of a crazy person? Okay, here's what NK says. I'm going to read this so you can hear it, Swordfish. NK says, I would be surprised if they didn't do anything with that. They have mentioned that some of the recent updates were for setting the stage, like the moon portal. Yeah, very, very true. In fact, they've used that phrase multiple times now, right? The setting the stage. They're clearly setting up for something big, or at least it seems clear to me they're setting up for something big. I hope it uses some of that hidden content. I don't know, like there's the plugged sinkholes on Pearl's Island. Nobody goes back there after they're done with the Pearl quests. It would be good to have reasons to go back to some of these places. That's mostly what I'm saying. Swordfish, have we convinced you? Or are you like...
I think there's valid points for your arguments.
Okay.
But I would have to think about it more.
You don't really care very much?
It doesn't affect me, like you've been saying.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
I don't
It doesn't
really care
affect you.
about it right now.
Where the heck is this loot stash? And where are the deer?
Oh gosh.
Can the deer be
Oh
anywhere?
no. Oh god.
What have you done?
2 tree guards in base.
2 tree guards in base. Okay, NK adds. I can't imagine what they would add to the archives that I would want to go back to in the first. Okay, well, so if
6 tree guards?
6 tree guards, you should run. You should run.
Well,
Just flee. I'll come back and I'll save you. So NK, I think a fair question. What could they add that would make you want to go back? But there's always something. I mean, they could make a whole new biome that you can only access through that sealed portal or something like that. It could be the gateway to kind of a well, they won't do a third server. They won't do a third shard. Oh yeah, like world hopping in vanilla and
they're coming.
Go into Hamlet or something like that.
Shoot.
I mean, that would be very cool. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just ran into... There's a hound mound in here, and I just ran myself right into
Hurry
it.
and get yourself back here instead of...
What? What do you need?
I need you to get back here and
Why?
kill these guys. Because there's 6 of them.
Yeah, but they won't bother you. Did they specifically say they wouldn't do that?
They won't,
no.
They won't bother me? What do you mean they won't bother me?
They've never... Well, as far as I know, they've never gone on record and say they wouldn't do a third shard, but I know that...
Wait.
They have concerns about things like...
We have another Houndman
people
fortress.
with less powerful computers who can't host the caves already. Although in the... So I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but when I started playing Don't Starve, the first version of it that I ever personally played was the Pocket Edition. Okay, I gotta go rescue Swordfish. I'm back. Where are you?
Base.
Yeah, but where? I'm here. I just teleported.
Ouch.
Where? Okay, I see where you are. So NK, I first started playing on the Pocket Edition, the iPhone edition, and in that game, and I don't know if this is true of Vanilla Don't Starve generally, but on the Pocket Edition, you would go from the overworld down to the caves, and then you'd find another sinkhole to go down to the ruins. Is that how regular, Don't Starve on a PC is? Or was that just an iPhone thing? So in that case, they had 3 shards there. But for DST, of course, they've chosen to put the ruins on the same shard as the rest of the caves. And I think generally that's a good thing. But it suggests something about... Yeah, exactly. You'd find the yellow sinkhole, or it was made of like thulecite fragments, and it would go to the ruins. So the fact that they didn't do that in DST suggests that there's some reason that they didn't want to do a third shard. So that's what I'm going off of. But I don't know. Computers have advanced significantly. I don't know how many people there are who play DST who can't host a solo world, at least, that has caves. Although I know there are some. Because if you think about it, they have spent a lot of time recently sneaking in to the overworld, things that used to be cave exclusive. Okay, I got to take a break from this fight to reheat the thermal. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm just obviously just making stuff up. But I do wonder. I would like there to be something very meaningful about that sinkhole. You know, it takes you to, if not a whole biome, then a boss, you know, a fuel weaver atrium type place, an arena. And it does seem reasonable that the true ancients would be another level down. And I think that fits with the lore. God, these guys take forever. That's because there's two of them. I'm not hitting them enough. Okay, you go down. All right, this will go faster now. Okay. Whew.
Oh, shoot.
All right, come over here. I'll resurrect you.
Hold on, they're still triggered.
He's walking away. But sure, okay, I will get him.
I got caught in my summon animation. But no, revive me first. I got caught in a summoning animation. Now revive me.
Here, stop moving. I can't revive you when you're moving around like a floppy, wet fish. Anyway, now you've heard me blather on about my theory. I don't know why. I've just been thinking about that recently, and I decided to force Swordfish to listen to my rant. You just happened to have the great good fortune to come in right at the end. And, of course, anybody who's watching the replay now gets to listen to it twice.
It was a good speech.
Oh, thank you. I felt okay about it. Better than okay, in fact. What I don't feel so okay with is I still don't know where any of those darn no-eye deer are. I still don't know where...
Do you have any light bulbs?
Yeah.
Give me.
There you go.
Thank you.
I still don't know where... Well, maybe... Do I? Okay, hang on.
Okay, I had started to chop down the trees, but of course now they're all... Most of them are like...
Okay, I did walk a lot of the mosaic.
Apart.
So in Winter's Feast, the loot stash is available on like day one. I know that. But it still has to be in the mosaic or the deciduous, right? Like it can't be in the desert or something. I don't know, Swordfish. I can't... Maybe I have missed it. But I'm looking at it on the map, and I didn't see it. Hopefully it's not, like, right next to the Houndmounds. Although, you know who would probably kill a Houndmound fortress really fast would be Enraged Claws. Maybe I should go back and check that out.
I kill him fast. My shadow guys.
Oh, well, why don't you come over there and take him out?
Hold on. Well, I have no reason to yet. And
Ice cream? Ooh. Is that for anybody?
yeah. If you say dibs.
Don't mind if I do.
You have to say dibs.
I just ate it, so I guess I didn't have to say
dibs now.
Dib.
Dibs.
Dabs.
Dibs.
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 All right, I'm going to go back and look again. Wait, we don't have a second deciduous, do we? No. Not unless it's hiding somewhere, but I'd say no, we do not. All right, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look again. Those no idea have to be somewhere. The loot stash has to be somewhere. And gosh darn it, I want to know where. I feel like I did a good job walking the deciduous. Although, I suppose I could just be telling myself a cute story. But I'm gonna focus on the mosaic. Come on, you blind bat deer, show yourselves. Hey, they showed themselves. This is like magic. Here they are. Okay, run into that stand of trees that I must have planted at some earlier point. Excellent. Okay, that's 3.
Kill Klaus, please. I want to crap a sec.
That's 4. There's only one more. I don't know where the loot stash is. I'm just, I just have these antlers at the moment. Also, I'm gonna be honest with something. The last time I killed Klaus's Wanda was before they patched the thing where you could cheese Klaus on the stash, on the sack.
I've never done it with a cheese.
I have done it without a cheese plenty of times as wort with a beefalo.
I think I could do it.
I think between you and me and the pan flute, we could do Klaus without a cheese. As long as we have healing. Well, as long as you have healing. I've got the watches. You might be able to do the cheese with 2 lure plants. I think you can. You can do a cheese with 2 lure plants. You can do a kind of a cheese with fossils, where you just block the deer so he can't do the spell. I'm not. Let me say clearly, I don't want to cheese Klaus, and when I'm playing wort, I don't usually. I was just reflecting on the fact that with Wanda, it was always super easy to use that loot stash cheese. That it was just too easy. It was, at some level, it was like, well, why wouldn't you? It's so easy. So I did. But no, I don't. I'm not feeling like I have to. What I have to do is find out where he is. Although, I feel like I've walked this whole freaking biome, but on the other hand, I didn't see the deer last time, so I must not have. So, we will find it.
I mean, you could search the deciduous again.
Well, if I don't find it here, I will search the deciduous again. You could search. You're a good searcher. You've got good scrying eyes.
I'm working on a project I meant to do the last time, but I got dead, so I didn't have a chance.
All right, well, we have like 4 more minutes, actually, before we got to log out anyway. So,
yeah.
We're not going to do the Klaus fight today.
Of course.
Hopefully we could at least find the darn stash.
Where's that stash of loot?
Yeah, where is that stash of loot?
Apparendo. Bang. Up here. I guarantee it's like you're gonna spot out of the corner.
Hey, day 100, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this: you're on day 100 of a Maxwell world. How are you liking Maxwell?
I am liking.
How well are you liking Max? Sorry,
I'm liking it. Pretty good. Yeah.
You've gone through. I would say the first character you played seriously was Walter.
Yeah.
And then Wartox. And then Warley. And now Maxwell.
Well, actually, there was a brief span of Wex.
Yes, you did a lot of WX. Okay, so there are characters you've never really spent any time with, but you have spent a lot of time with those.
You're going to ask which is my favorite?
I don't know if I want to ask it that way because
I don't have a favorite.
I think, people in general are always partial to, their most recent thing.
My favorite, the one that I've played the most and probably the one that I just think is, has some like really cool abilities is Wartox for sure. But Worley, I'm really I like his special cooking. He's just been cooking with me, and I like it.
Worley have been clicking.
Maxwell has also been. I like how he has his shadow guys, and his fighting style is, I can't decide if I like it or not because I am good at fighting without these guys, but I like being able to just sit back and watch my enemies fall.
I feel like,
and as I've been saying, watch the blood run black with the blood of my enemies.
I kind of desperately would like you to tame a beefalo because I think that riding a beefalo.
Can I summon from a beefalo?
What do you mean?
Can I summon my guys from a beefalo?
Yes, you can do all of your magic casting from a beefalo.
Okay, maybe
is my understanding.
Maybe I'll do it after spring.
I feel like that would unlock a lot of stuff.
It would.
Sigh, still nothing. Okay, tomorrow, well, hell, maybe tonight. I'm just going to head back to the Deciduous. I said reveal yourself to me, dear, and they did. Could that possibly work twice? Loot stash. Oh, there's our alarm. So I think we're logging out in the morning, okay, Swordfish?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's alarm number 2.
Why do you have 2 alarms?
I set one of them because I think I forgot about the other one. But, when man sets 2 alarms, it tells you something about his level of seriousness. Clearly, I mean it. Okay. You in a safe spot?
Yep, but you should do the intro while we're still in game because I'm just going to keep placing this and get as much as I can done.
No, you should log out because I'm gonna disconnect and then you're gonna get booted. All right, we're gonna have to find this loot stash next time. NK, thanks for stopping by. Sorry so short tonight, but the alarm went off, so we gotta go. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow or on Friday, perhaps.